Oh my god. Today is a really big day. It's really hard to... I really don't want this intro to be super long, but I think if I'm going to explain things properly, it probably is. But it has been 4 months of relentless OCD for me. As soon as we found out that we were going into lockdown, and my brother had to come up, I was in the car with my dad at the time when it looked like, okay, we're probably going to go into lockdown, and my brother was coming up from London, and I like completely broke down in my dad's car and had a massive tantrum and was shouting and was like, I can't do it. Like, I completely envisioned myself having a complete breakdown and ending up in hospital, and that was 4 months ago. And today is the day that it's really difficult to explain this, but because my brother was here, it meant in my head, even though my parents have a 4-bedroom house, it meant that there wasn't enough space. It meant that I couldn't go around there, and my OCD went into absolute overdrive. Really awful. And the past 4 months I've not been able to put things in the bin when I want to. I've not been able to do my dishes in the same way. I've not been able to wash my clothes properly. I've not been able to put hoops in my ears. I've not been able to have a bath during the day, read during the day. I've not been able to clean my bathroom properly. There's so many things that OCD has completely limited in my life. I've not been able to write things down. There's been so many things I've been desperate to do, and my OCD has said, if you do that, you're going to get so sick and end up in hospital and you won't be able to go back home. And it's just, OCD is just a way that your mind uses to control things. Like when you're super, super anxious, when you get to the point of your anxiety that your brain cannot handle it anymore, I feel like that's when OCD is going to happen, because your brain is like, I physically cannot cope with the amount of stress that this is. I am going to control this in some way where I possibly can. And that's where my OCD has been. And the OCD I suffer with is magical thinking OCD, and so it's things that are completely not related and make no sense. Like washing my clothes doesn't mean I'm not going to get sick or going to get sick. It's, you know, completely magical thinking. And I've not talked about it loads on my channel before. I've talked about it in bits. I've had a couple of videos on it, but it just feels like it's the most impossible thing to explain to people. It doesn't make any sense. It completely rules my entire life, and everything in my life revolves around OCD when I'm in a stressful situation. And it's been 4 months. I've lived completely on my own. I've had unbelievable amounts of OCD, and my flat is absolutely awful right now because my brain has been like, if you pick that up off the floor, you're going to get really, really, really ill. You're going to end up in hospital. You're going to have an awful panic attack, and you're not going to be able to recover. And so I've been listening to the OCD, and OCD after a while starts to become just your brain. You don't even notice that it's an OCD thought. It's just a part of your brain, and it's almost like it's impossible to explain, like I've said. And I really want to get across how I've not been living my own life the past 4 months. I have not lived my life. I have lived my OCD's life the past 4 months. I haven't been doing things I want to do. I haven't been able to do anything. It's been whatever my OCD says. And today is the first day where I'm doing myself. And it's really exciting. I've been watching like loads of people on YouTube recently, and it's like, even seeing them pick things up off the floor, seeing them like have a morning routine, seeing them just totally able to do what they want, it's like, oh my god, I can't do anything like that. I have to do everything my OCD says, and it's, yeah, it just completely rules my life in every way. And I really hope there's at least one person watching this that can relate to that, or that is like, oh my god, I'm glad somebody talked about it, because I see people talk about OCD, but I've never been able to relate to their OCD. Their OCD a lot of the time is counting or cleaning, or, you know, relationship OCD, etc, etc. And maybe on the outward thing, theirs looks more logical. Mine does not look logical whatsoever. I can't believe I've gotten through the past 4 months. I cannot believe it. And today marks the day that I am going to do whatever I want, and OCD is not going to come into the picture. And this is just a really exciting day, and I've been waiting for this day for a long time, 4 months, and I've not had to take emergency medication. I've just been, you know, my OCD's kind of helped me cope in some ways, but it's been really seriously hell. It's just been, you know, I've had friends who have really needed me and I've not been allowed to text them. I've had, you know, it's just been like my life's been ruled by a bully for the past 4 months. It's just been awful. So just put my tights on. First thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to go and get a coffee from a wee coffee shop. I deserve a wee treat, I think, for surviving 4 months with relentless mental health. It's just been, so that's the first plan. And then I'm going to actually be able to clean my flat in whatever way I want to. And I'm going to be able to chuck things out in whatever way I want to. And I can maybe read a bloody book today. Oh, this is just going to be such an incredible day. And my friends and like my boyfriend and everybody, they all know how big this day is for me, and everyone's really excited. So these tights have a hole in them, so it's not starting the best, but it will end the best, I'm telling you. First thing of the day already, before I've even left the house, I've not been allowed to wear shoes for the past 4 months. I've only been allowed to wear, this is the only thing that has been on my feet for 4 months. Today I can wear these. Oh, lordy lord. What a day. God, shoes are quite annoying, eh? I have just had my first cup of tea during the day. So lovely. I have my washing machine on, and it's like, I know this video is going to make no sense to a lot of people and be like, well, imagine the questions that you're thinking if you don't really know much about OCD is, one, obviously being like washing your stuff during the day or like having a cup of tea during the day or writing things down, of course it's not going to make you sick. But when your mind has OCD, it makes complete sense and it terrifies you. Maybe the other question you're asking is, why suddenly can you do all these things? And I guess it's not that I can suddenly do all these things. I've had OCD to like varying degrees since I was a teenager. I'm 24 now. I've had a few different attempts of trying to go back to normal. Then as soon as the pandemic hit, everything came back. It was like my coping mechanism, and the way I've described it to people before is it's literally like an addiction. It's like an addiction where you kind of have to go cold turkey, because I feel like it's something that you use that's an unhealthy coping mechanism, doesn't do you good. Like that, for me personally anyway, maybe people have OCD, they feel another way, but for me I know that it doesn't do me any good. And I kind of have to go cold turkey because I feel like if I keep some of the behaviours, it honestly is just like a slippery slope. Like if I say like, oh, I can still do some of the behaviours, I'm going to take it slow in recovery, it's just going to be so quick to all come back. It's just how it works with me personally. OCD is one of those things that's like so individual. And so you might be somebody watching this with OCD that is completely different. But for me, I know I have to completely quit cold turkey, and it is hard and difficult, but I've just been waiting for this day for so long that it's just like almost easy to do all these things, and I'm actually so excited that I'm able to just do what I want. I can't reiterate that enough. It's amazing. I've just made my bed. I've had a cup of tea. Oh God, it's just been amazing. So I'm gonna actually just finish cleaning my room because I can. Usually I have to start in the kitchen and work my way around, and I'm only allowed to do a certain amount of time in each room, but I'm just gonna take my time and just do some cleaning. It's one of those things, one of those mental health things where people just take things for granted so much, because why would they think about it? They wouldn't think that cleaning their bedroom is a luxury, but I'm seeing it as a total luxury, and that is one of the benefits of being in recovery for stuff like this, is you just are like, oh my God, this is amazing. Guys, I just went shopping for the first time. Not properly, just quickly, just because my bread was old, so I needed to get some more bread, and I'm so excited. I've had to buy white bread throughout the whole of lockdown because I thought if I ate bread with too much fibre then I'd get ill. So I've managed to get some brown seeded bread. I'm gonna have some peanut butter and toast just now. I managed to get a multi-pack of crisps. I've not been allowed to buy multi-packs of crisps. Yogurt with granola. A smoothie and some chicken bites. I never thought a little haul like that. This is more of a happy haul than any haul on the internet. I promise you that. Today's quite overwhelming and I'm really conscious of filming this because I know it probably is just bizarre and probably seems too far and all the rest of it. My tripod's very cheap and so it's quite squint, I'm sorry about that. But what a day. My first load of washing is just finished as well, and I'm going to put a second load of washing on, which I've probably never done since being in this flat because of OCD, and there's not a happier girl in the world than this girl today, I'm telling you that now. I hope that even when I am better from OCD I'll still have this amount of gratitude for being able to buy stuff like this or clean my clothes, like I have these abilities, and it's just like showing me I have so much to be grateful for, and this is just a really good day. So my second load of washing is just on. Don't mind me, just being a normal human. I'm actually going to go along to my parents' house now because this is just a day of good stuff. There's actually a couple of things I can do there though that are like OCD challenge stuff because my OCD has made it difficult for me to do anything that I would do at home in another space. So I'm going to bring my knitting along to my parents' house and just knit some squares for a blanket I'm making for my boyfriend's little niece that's coming to the world at some point this year, which is exciting. So yeah, it's going to be nice to be able to be like, you know, doing something and productive while also in another space. Just lots of good things. So I'm going to go along there just now. Also, they have two cats. I don't think I've ever shown the cats on my YouTube channel. They are only one, and so they're still quite small, and so I might be able to show them as well, which will be very exciting if I can show you. If you are somebody watching this that doesn't have OCD, just look around at all the things you just do with your day and just be grateful. And try and maybe learn a bit more if you can. I'm also going to take a couple of rubbish bags out, which I've not been able to do either, so glorious.
Six.
Oh, hello!
Look, that was a wee towel I laid out for you, Ems.
Hiya!
Look.
Hello! Hello!
Oh, she might bite you. She's terrible.
She's naughty. You wouldn't bite me.
Never. Never.
Hello! Oh, so cute.
It's so cute. They
Ziggy.
know there's changes afoot and they just know it.
Ziggy.
Look at her on your towel.
Hello, Pee-Pee. Hi, Pee.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm pretty much ending my night now. What you can probably hear in the background is my kettle boiling. I'm having another cup of tea, and this is probably the first time in a very long time that I've had 2 cups of tea in one day. And as you probably just saw, as I was walking home, there was the most incredible weather. It was like sunny, like a really weird bright sunset, but it was like slightly raining, but just like it almost looked like snow, and then a big massive rainbow, and it was just amazing and kind of like felt like a sign that I needed to be brave and do the right thing. I also painted my nails. And I actually had a gin, and I've not drank an alcoholic drink in years. Honestly, years. And I had a gin and tonic, a gin and lemonade, and I'm definitely not drunk, by the way. I'm just quite tired and happy, and it's just been a really good day, and I think things are just going to start being much easier for me. And so I'm going to have my last wee cup of tea of the day, might have a wee bath or something and go to bed. I really hope there is at least one person that this video has helped. I know I've made a similar video like this before, doing the same thing, but obviously when the pandemic started and when we went to lockdown, my OCD just came back so much, just like a coping mechanism really, and it was just like all the work I'd been doing kind of was undone. So it's kind of like starting again, but it just feels like this is the start of a new life where I can do what I want, and it's really cool, so yay! Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. If you're somebody that suffers with OCD, I am with you. It's a weird one and it's so difficult, and just, I know, I just know. It's bizarre. But, you know, if I can do this, anybody can do this, honestly. I've been trying to work on this stuff for a very long time, and today just feels like a really good day. So, yes. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you soon. Bye!